Well, peeps, I've been busy. It was Christmas time, and I got money for Christmas, and I've been purchasing things for RC. Right now, first of all, I bought a lot of stuff. A hell of a lot of stuff. Right, so for the 6x6, which is very nearly ready to rock and roll now, I bought a set of 8 of these at £7.50 each, so that's £15. £16 for 8 shockers, 8 matching shockers, so I'll be putting them in a minute. Now, I mentioned in the last video that there was some slop in the suspension, but I don't know if I actually showed you the slop, and I have worked out why. Right, now, I make my own links for stuff, because if you can buy this tube and threaded rod and rod ends for cheaper. Well, I was wrong, and I was extra wrong, and I'll come to that now. Right, now I did all the links for this, made out of those, measuring the links from that one, I believe. I think it was the Chevy I used to make the links. So the front end is it's a 313 wheelbase, exactly the same as standard crawlers, and I just made another set. Right, now, that is some serious slop, isn't it? And that is for two reasons. One, some of these shockers don't fill the gap in there, and look at this slop in there. That's not the best idea. Hang on. Will this show you better? Right, this is just this thing on its own. Look at the slop in those eye things, little pillow balls. Now, no wonder the suspension didn't work. So that's made with the ones I made, and these are brand new rod ends, by the way, from AliExpress at Temu, but they are so rubbish. And I priced up, I have some metal ones on some of my other RCs, and I priced up those, and buying 2 full sets was cheaper. Now, I was a little worried that they looked the same at the end as those, but when it came to it, right, this is the one I made, and there's and then the front one. Right, so I was just going to replace them before I did another video and go, ta-da, it's done. But I just had to show you that. Right, now, in the next video, you're going to see this with the body on, but I'm not going to show you that for now because I bought these. Right, now, I bought like goldy coloured ones because I was going to paint this tan. Oh, by the way, it's got the Fusion SE in it now. Because I don't need it for the Land Rover, which I'm going to try on the G2. It's got a Holmes Hobby motor and a Hobbywing G2 version 2 ESC, so that should be more than fine. So, right now, these shockers, I got these for free when I bought so many stuff. They are crap. Yeah, so I bought these because I was going to paint the whole thing tan in a desert militarist fashion, but as you can see, I've now got the body chassis mounted onto some like additional chassis rails, and that sits here, here above the other chassis rail. With this setup, I cannot get it to sit flush on the chassis rails, so you'd be seeing 2 chassis painted brown. So unless when I fitted these shockers it allows me to drop the body onto the chassis rails, that won't be happening. It will not be happening. So yeah, so what have I been buying? Right, well, I bought some inner arches for the Chevy. I wasn't expecting to see cutouts for suspension. I don't know, quite sure how that works. I don't know if these are supposed to fit inside that, or whether the shocks mount to the inner fenders and replace that. I don't know, I didn't see that coming. Full spare wheel for the Land Rover. It was £7 for the wheel, and I just thought, how cool is it that it has a matching spare wheel on the back that if anything happens to one of the road wheels, I have a full operational spare. So yeah, I thought that was a good idea. Right, now this is something I bought. Now I'd extended the chassis rails on the 6x6 myself. Yeah, it worked if it was just for show and maybe mounting a bumper, but if you're mounting a heavy body from that, no. So I needed to buy, when I bought this chassis rail, it comes as a 6x6 and it extends originally just standard chassis rails with an additional section to give it space for the extra axle. It's just to convert an already existing 4x4 into a 6x6. I bought that set with these extenders for £7. £7. You cannot buy just the extenders on their own, and if you do find them on their own, they're 28 to 60 quid because they come with the extending bit, two chassis, two shocker mounts, and usually an extra section in the middle to mount your battery to. So they're between 30 to 60 quid. So I just thought, do you know what? So I got some spare chassis rails. I trimmed them to fit. So this is now proper rigid at the front. So these go through the bumper to mount the body, and I do the same at the back. Like I say, I bought the gold ones because when I painted them up, they wouldn't look unlike the brown chassis, which I'm not painting brown now. But anyway, right. So yeah, what else did I buy? Now this is to replace the skid plate on another truck. I can't remember which one it was, but I cut this chassis plate in half to open it up so that I could extend the chassis by extending the skid plate and the mounts rather than making stupid long links. It didn't work, so that's now in another truck somewhere, but it's cut in half, which will replace this hot glued piece of plastic. So, but I don't know which truck it's on. I have to go looking for it. And that's a full strip down of that truck just to get that off. So that will be when. I'm going to put the other 4 links on the back now. I bought, I have these. I bought them ages ago and they're now quite expensive. But I found these, a set of 8 for 5 quid. Do you know, say what you want about Temu, you can find weird, probably copy, knockoff shit, but you can find what you want if you look long enough for next to no pennies. I don't know what the quality of these are, but I have a second set lying around somewhere that are silver. Where did they go? Oh, they're just the same but silver, so I have 12 of these, plus the 2 original ones. I've lost the other 2. I don't know where they went, so they came as a set of 4 and I only have 2, so I've now got like 12 or 14 of these, so have them and spares. Right, so what are these? These are to replace the wheels on the VW Polo. It's got 2.6 Kyosho wheels in it at the minute. But I glued a set of crawler tyres on it and they don't really work. They didn't glue very well and they're not fully level all the way around, so they've got a bit of a orbital wobble when you run it. So yeah, and I couldn't get, I had some 1/8 wheels, 1/8 scale wheels on it and they just didn't look right. So I'm hoping, these are only 1.9s, but the overall diameter is exactly the same as I wanted, which is 95mm. So hopefully they will go on there, and because I'm planning on selling it, so it needs decent wheels. What else did I buy? Oh, I bought these, which were again only a £5 for this, just in case I needed additional support for the cab, but I don't think I'm going to need them, so these can go on another crawler that currently doesn't have any. The Ford Bronco, the 81 Bronco, only has plastic SCX10 ones that I bodged to fit, so these will probably fit on there nicely. So I may even trim them a little bit so that they look more old. These I now have 2 sets of 1.9. What are they made of? silicone inserts and a set of 2.2s. These are for the Ford Excursion that has foams in. I have got some BF Goodrich KM3s for it in a 2.2. They're knockoff and they came with really crappy foams, and if you leave it stood for any length of time, they just flat spot. And I'm hoping these will not flat spot and I can leave it stood if I forget, and I won't knacker the tyres and stuff, because I want to put them back on it because they're proper scale tyres. It's got decent tyres on it, but another thing I want to do is I bought these again, 2 sets of 8 for the tyres and the wheels. So I've got 2 spare wheels and 2 spare tyres, which, well, 1 spare tyre now because I used it on that. Now these look good, but if you watch the last video I did for this, it has proper truck wheels on when this toy came. Now they're 2.2s, so I'm thinking if I get some 2.2 rims for this like this, I'll be able to glue in on the front the trimmed wheels from the original truck, and it'll make it look like proper genuine wheels. They'll only be for show, they'll only be just sort of glued in. I'll make sure you can get through to the centre caps, but I need 2.2 wheels to do that. So I have 2 sets of the tyres that are on the Excursion, so I can upgrade the wheels later on to 2.2s, which are incidentally exactly the same diameter as these, 114mm. So they're still going to be exactly the same as the original tyres. Now, if you ever look at trucks, they are pretty low profile tyres actually, because usually I've I don't know about in America and Canada, but in UK they have 22.5-inch wheels. So the tyres are actually pretty low profile in the scheme of things. Much more low. I mean, the wheels actually sort of more go to there if it was a real truck in the UK, because the tyres would be sort of, like I say, they're fairly low profile, given the weight and the pressures, I think. So 2.2 wheels on this would look just about right. So, but I've already spent enough money on this before I decided to go with a HGV heavy goods vehicle. So that's a project for later. My wife's not looking, I'll spend some money. Right, so there we go. Oh yes, I bought these. I couldn't. They do these with the licensed tyres. They are KMO2s. They're not active. Well, what I mean is that they're unlicensed, but they're actually they have the same tread as those. Virtually the same tread as those, actually. Can you see those? Yeah. Anyway, they do these wheels with like them treads, and they look so much better. But I paid. Are you ready for this? For 4 wheels, 4 tyres, with the additional adapters, so you can put them on 12, 14 or 17mm hexes. I paid £13. £13, and they're really good quality as well. They are the same ones, but if you buy them with the epoxies, Tovo tyres. Now I have a paint pen, so I could probably make that look like Toyo and make that look like Proxus. So yeah, anyway, who cares? Now if you buy them with what look like the BF Goodrich tyres, which are BF Coolrich or something, but they are apparently better tread and hook up better. So they're about £40 a set. So I just thought for the price difference, and for what I'm using this for, which is just basically a basher. I mean, they're virtually the same tread as a Louise tyres that are on it. So yeah. So all in all of this, there is about £200, about $230 all in all. So yeah. What else have I got? Oh yeah, there's the other ones. Silvery ones. There's also an aerial that's going on the Chevy, because I really wanted to make it it's a Buffalo, it's a G-made Buffalo body on an SCX10. I wanted to make it look like the military one, but that's difficult. They were everywhere at the time, and they were more expensive than the private one. I can't think of the word, if like non-military one. Civilian one. The civilian one was much cheaper than the military one, so I bought that thinking I'll get the bumper and kit later on, which was for sale. Now you cannot buy either. If you want a military one, I need to buy the whole damn truck, which is about 400 quid now. So best I can do is make it have an aerial on it. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I bought some other bits and bats. Like, I genuinely thought I'd bought 4 of these. It's one of them. It's like there's a 2mm hex bit on the other end of that for your driver. Some other bits and bobs. I bought some USB chargers for the house and stuff, because my daughter's moved in. You can never plug your bloody phone in. There's 3 of us always want to charge phone at the same time. We only had 1 charger, so yeah. So there we go. Oh, I bought some fake JB World strong metal colour. The colour is 20 grams. It was about £4. I have no idea if it's any good. If it is, I'll get some more. I bought the smallest packet because I thought at that price it doesn't matter if it's a waste of time. So we'll see. That is pretty much everything that I bought. I bought some bits and bats. I bought some LED number plate lights for my car and stuff, and that's it really. So next time you see this, it'll be with all the shockers and all the links replaced. I just wanted to show you the slop just one more time for shits and giggles. It's just like, that is the one with the new links, and that is the one I made. I mean, there's always some slop in these suspension setups, but holy, I mean, all 3 of them were like that, so I couldn't have run it like that. Couldn't possibly have run it like that. Oh, that's really bad at the minute because one of the links has come off. Oh, okay, one of the links has broken. Extent. I wonder it was wonky. Anyway, so I'm going to put them on now and see how it goes. So thanks for watching, peeps. Love you all. Keep watching. Subscribe. Do all that lovely stuff. Share it. Yeah. Mostly do all of those. Thanks.